This instructional tutorial is for thinking routines when facilitating learning. The first step in planning for instruction is knowing who your learners are and the prior knowledge and skills they have coming into the lesson. How should you modify your lesson to meet the needs of individual students? How does prior academic performance impact the content and skills addressed in the lesson? What instructional need or gap in knowledge or skills does this lesson meet? Routines exist in all classrooms. They are the patterns by which we operate and go about the job of learning and working together in a classroom environment. A routine can be thought of as any procedure, process, or pattern of action that is used repeatedly to manage and facilitate the accomplishment of specific goals or tasks. Classrooms have routines that serve to manage student behavior and interactions, to organizing the work of learning, and to establish rules for communication and discourse. Classrooms also have routines that structure the way students go about the process of learning. These learning routines can be simple structures, such as reading from a text and answering the questions at the end of the chapter, or they may be designed to promote students' thinking, such as asking students what they know, what they want to know, and what they have learned as part of a unit of study. Thinking routines are from the core of the Visible Thinking program. What makes these routines work to promote the development of students' thinking and the classroom culture are that each routine is goal-oriented and that it targets specific types of thinking. It consists of only a few steps. It's easy to learn and teach. It's easy to support when students are engaged in the routine. It can be used across a variety of contexts, and it can be used by the group or by the individual. With the lesson objective in mind, consider the purpose that the thinking routine will serve. There are four main categories from which to choose: core routines, fairness routines, truth routines, and creativity routines. The core routines are a set of 7 or so routines that target different types of thinking from across the modules. These routines are easy to get started with and are commonly found in Visible Thinking Teachers' Toolkits. Try getting started with one of these routines. Fairness routines are routines for exploring diverse perspectives, judgments, separating fact and feeling, and for exploring dilemmas. Truth routines are routines for clarifying truths and seeking sources as support. Routines help create an opportunity to consider those different viewpoints. Creativity routines include routines for looking at parts, purposes, and audiences, or generating and transforming questions. These routines allow for thinking creatively about options. They also allow learners to explore the tensions of decision making. To explore thinking routines more closely, choose the Action button labeled Thinking Routines that provide a detailed purpose, the application of the thinking routine, and how to launch it in your classroom.